Back for another brew day. This time we are doing a New England IPA recipe. The beer is called Juicy Bits, so another famous beer. We recently done a American IPA called Julius Clone, and the link to that is above this video. So excited to get this one brewed. I have brewed this beer before, and as I say, I converted the recipe from the beer and brewing website across to Brewfather. So pretty straightforward from a grain bill perspective, and hops, a lot of hops. Citra, Eldorado, Mosaic, majority of it in the Whirlpool and in the dry hop. So just a little bit at first wort and then kind of heavy on the Whirlpool. So
is that why you invite your old man?
I did, yeah. My dad came around here. He's
40 minutes Whirlpool, is it?
30 minutes, yeah, I used his strength to get the Whirlpool going for 40 minutes. So quite a bit added at 40 minutes, at 80 degrees, and then kind of 30 minutes, 20 minutes. And a lot of hops at the bottom of the vessel at the end. The first dry hop, it says 8 days, but added the first dry hop at the same time pitching yeast, and then I think 4 days, maybe 5 days. Actually, I think it was 3 days later because we also fermented this under pressure at 5 psi. So down to the yeast, 2.1 litre starter, Y yeast 1318. pH down to 5.2, used the phosphoric acid to bring that down, and the water profile there is pretty straightforward. Mash in 65 degrees, mash out 75.6.
Perfect.
So we're going to show some clips, and then we'll come back at the end for some tastings. Okay, so pretty straightforward brew day, besides all the hops at the bottom of the vessel at the end. You see my father there has helped me with the mash in. The pH we measured, let the grain sit there for about 20 minutes and kind of drop the temperature down to 25.1. Got the mash pH of 5.26. It's worthwhile noting that we also didn't add as much phosphoric acid as what Brewfather told us to do. We added half, and then we ended up with that pH at the end there. Going to show gravity in a moment. This is pre-boil. We hit the numbers, or pretty close to the numbers. I think it was 1.054 we were aiming for, got 5.3. The next reading we have here is post-boil. Well, I think I missed the numbers by like one or two.
It was one.
Was one? Yeah, okay. So
it was meant to be 64 and finished 63.
Yep. So the cooling after the boil, we just used like a little ghetto esky with some ice in there and the tap, and just kind of brought that down to 80 degrees. That's right. And then there's my father there giving me a hand with the Whirlpool to bring that to get that Whirlpool happening. With the pitching, just used a drill to try my best to get a bit of air into there, and then pitched yeast as well as added the hops afterwards, and only took like I think 2 or 3 hours for that yeast to get going. You can see here, probably within a couple of hours, that was pretty nuts. Let it gradually rise up to about 5 psi, and then after a couple of days, added the dry hops. Okay, so going across to Brewfather, you can see quite a fast fermentation. I believe this was due to the fermenting under pressure. I think all that's left to do now is to give the beer a taste.
Yeah, let's give it a taste. Nice color, nice and bright, yellowish.
Okay, so cheers.
Cheers.
Color looked alright on the pour.
Yeah, it's very bright yellow, very beautiful.
Nice and hazy.
Nice and hazy. Just to mention, after we pour the beer, we had a little break just for picking up the website and everything, and the head's still hanging there.
Yeah,
so,
it's been like a good couple of minutes, hasn't it?
Yeah, so it's good bread retention.
Nice.
There's a lot of oats and wheat,
yeah,
so it helps a lot. So it's nice and pillowy, very beautiful.
On the smell. So yeah, I mean the Eldorado is one of my favourite hops. Obviously citrus is what they're going for here. Definitely get some of that in there as well.
Yeah, so there's no way not to have a good smell. It's a lot of hops.
Yep.
The Whirlpool had how much? Over 100?
It was about that. Yeah, it was about that in the Whirlpool. Yeah. The first dry hop and the second dry hop as well.
Yeah, fantastic.
It smells good, man. It smells really good. Sure. I'm happy with that. That's really good. I brewed this previously, swapped out some hops, but I didn't quite. I used the hoppy NEIPA water profile instead of the actual kind of water profile, and there is a big difference. I get like the citrus coming through, but also a nice bit of body too, right? Like that little bit of maltiness.
Yeah, perfect. It's another very good beer.
Nice.
Well done again. Unfortunately, we can't get the juice beets here.
Yes.
It would be very nice to have side by side, but it's a very good beer.
It's a good beer. You'd love to have this. Having it in the keg, I think, is going to be a regular thing. Juicy, you know, NEIPA-ish. Really good beer. Very happy with it. So, again, let's wrap up here. You should definitely give this a go. You know, if there's any comments or anything like that, if you do like this content, please, you know, like and subscribe to help us kind of build that channel. If you'd like to see us do any other recipes, clones or otherwise, let us know. And until the next time, cheers.